Yeah.
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 Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming at you here. A little midday money on a Wednesday. Welcome on into the show, everybody. We had a nice day yesterday. We'll do what we usually do, our little recapping of the free picks, stuff like that. You know, I check and make sure everything is getting a little stream on here. On YouTube and the Facebook page. If you're there, give it a like, give it a follow. We know who pops in all the time. I will try to give a little quick hello to everybody who comes on in. I appreciate it. And for newer folks, welcome on in. Closing in on our year anniversary, about 2 weeks away from when we first started doing the old midday money. Came in, was started as a little conference tournament preview kind of stuff. And it's just grown to, more than that. Alrighty, so we're good. YouTube. Facebook is rolling. Super. All right. Now, let's get on to some recapping yesterday. NBA. All right, Sixers. We knew the Sixers were going to be in trouble early on when it was, I kind of took the Sixers there just because I'm thinking, was Harden really hurt, or do you just force a trade out of Brooklyn? I almost said Jersey. They get blown out. You got 47-65 on the video with NBA. And again, with NBA, did I bet that game? No. Games I bet this year, 60% with NBA. And again, we'll flip to last year's playoffs. 56% in the NBA playoffs. That's, at least in the NBA playoffs, I know who's playing. It's not game time decisions of who's showing up, stuff like that. I know I'm going to get good efforts on both sides of the ball. It's a little easier to do figuring out the night before as opposed to now. But, what am I going to say? I do my best to try to put out a NBA play for you here. But a good bettor, either a novice or a pro, is going to take that into consideration. And you see, we're not that good here. Again, my two plays today, Portland plus 11.5, just because they're playing a little better. And you have Memphis off a back-to-back, questionable superstar playing. I'll take the points here. I'll take them. And the Boston under, again, they made, 25, 33-pointers last night. Am I expecting that today? No. Is it really motivation after destroying Philly, playing against Detroit? Not really. So it's up to actually 216. I put 214 because that's what I put out last night on the winning free pick channel as the overnight free pick. So I'm going to stick with it. That is there. Again, 47-65 with NBA in the video. Hockey, 37-33. We're going to Winnipeg Jets. Only one I liked, and actually I shouldn't even say I really loved it that much, but little line move in our favor there. So it was either Winnipeg or the Florida Panthers. So that's where I'm going with those two games that I like on the ice. And college hoops, 165 and 144 on the video. We split out yesterday 2-2. Indiana collapses down the stretch. Otherwise, it would have been a 3-1 day there. But Penn State gets it done. Tennessee in a blowout. Cincy, I thought Cincy's spot was good, but was not there. College hoops, again, a nice little run here on the video and overall. But we got West Carolina and Army, 2 dogs, and I played both of these on my premium side of things. Another big day on premiums, 5-2 overall. Should have been better. I mean, on the overnights here on the sites, I could only get Florida State at -1.5. And honestly, going over the last month of these plays where I'm getting 1s and 1.5s instead of money lines like I'm getting on my bets. We're talking like a 15-game difference there. That's a huge swing. So, like I say, whether NBA, NFL, college hoops, whatever, 1.5, either way, I'm money line. 1.5 dog, 2 dog, 2 fave. If I'm laying 120, take them back 115, 120. I'm going to probably just go money line. Personally, on the site, sometimes I can't do it. Obviously, because the night before they don't have a huge set of money line games up, but it is what it is. So those two today: Western Carolina plus 13.5, Army plus the 7. Again, 2 games I did bet last night. 2 of what do I got? 3, 2 of 8, and I got a 3-pack up. So, and if you go to Twitter, I got the UConn Seton Hall game is posted as a free pick on that site. Also, Jazz Lakers is posted on the Twitter, and I have the regular NBA, NHL, and college basketball picks on the Midday Money show here, posted on Twitter there for you. But that is that. We're streaming everywhere we should be. Wonderful. That's it. That's my recap. Now let's get to the comments. Like Florida Gulf Coast locked it in a 3. 10 minutes later went up to 5. At Gulf Coast last night, well, it was actually it was a 4.5 last night. So the move to 5, I got this right around 4.5. So that's right around my number there. But 3 is a good number if you want to grab Gulf Coast there. I kind of had a little question mark next to Kennesaw, believe it or not. Just because it's the number where I have it written down here. So the line was 4.5. I got this at like the 4-ish. It's close enough to where I thought about making a play on the dog. If this gets up to like a 6, I don't know. I might have to come in on the dog. But at 3, Gulf Coast is the play. The old Lob City there, Pounded. So I'm with you there. Big facts. So see, here we go. First 2 right here on Gulf Coast. See, now I'm a little worried about that. Everybody's jumping on Gulf Coast. Illinois money line versus Rutgers. All right, you don't want to lay to 4. I get it. I think, and I've had Rutgers a couple times at home. This one, the line was on the move up, right? It was 4. Was it 4 last night? 4.5. Rutgers line. I went from 4 to 4.5. Where's this game? 685 Rutgers. So it's down to 3.5 now. Wow. Okay, so it was a 4 when I got the lines at yesterday afternoon. It was 4. Then it was at 4.5. Now it's down to 3.5. So it looks like people are coming in on Rutgers here. Listen, the Rack's a tough place to play. Big facts. So if you're going to grab Illinois money line, I'm not going to say no. But to me, it's really a no play for me. Tate the Great. Notre Dame -9. First place tie with Dookie. Yeah, I got this. It's what, 10.5? It was 10.5 last night, so it's 9. I actually have this at 11. I might actually come in on a little BC here because the line's coming down. Line coming down. Everybody should be betting Notre Dame instead of going up from 10.5 to 11. It's come down 8.5. So I'm gonna not bet it, and obviously I didn't bet it. But Notre Dame? If they have a bigger game on deck here, it might be a play on. I might have to come in late here on BC. Notre Dame. So they're at Wake next. Wake is no walkover road game there. I mean, they've lost a tough one to Duke there. We said Wake yesterday, right? Getting a bunch of points. Alabama and Purdue win today. Bama game. I like Alabama. I got that at 5 last night, I think. Purdue, what did I get Alabama? And I'll tell you right now. 5.5 last night. And the Boilermakers, who they played? Northwestern, right? They were laying a bunch, I think, here. Do I want to lay? What's the number? It's only 5.5. Seems a little light. That's why I didn't play it. I've went down this road before with Purdue and a short road number. Didn't pay off for me. I said, do I like Purdue? You said they're a Final Four team, Brendan. I like them. Just stop betting them here. Purdue Northwestern over 146.5. I'd maybe lean there. You think Northwestern pumped up, right? You're playing Purdue, top 5 team. They're going to want to come out and play well. I get that. And Purdue is a team that could just come in and score 80, 85 on their own to get you the majority of those points. Wild on the ice today. I don't know. Our line's come down. I don't like it. Brio. Welcome him, my Facebook friend. Thanks for joining us today. Kim, what do you say? A lot of OTs on your tickets yesterday. It happens. It happens. Rob Franklin, good morning. Ray Reddington, good morning. Akeem, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Getting back here, we're talking about that Alabama game. So worrisome about Alabama, Brandon. You got them. They're 1-9 against the number of the last 10 at home. 3-13-1 ATS last 17. Definitely, that's one of those things where I'm like, oh man, do I want to bet a team that's playing that bad? But on the flip side of that, in the series, home team 10-1-1 last 12 and 9-2-1 as the favorites have covered. So you have two good things working in their favor in the series, being home and being a favorite, and then two really negative things working against just Bama as a team overall. So take it with a, can't just jump in. And there are times, I've said this, I don't like jumping on a team on losing streaks or not playing well or bad spots like the SMU Cincy game or whatever it was last night. I'm like, I just don't like to kind of spot a game. And you might leave a winner out on the floor. Maybe it could happen. You might, could also be a loser. So that is the discipline of betting, especially when there's, today, what do we got? Like 50, 60 games, not even a lot. But like on a Saturday, you got 150 games. If you're trying to break them all down, you got to be able to cut through a bunch of stuff early. You got to look at that line, move on, what you think it's going to be. And, we come in here, I'm like, games I don't look at, 27, 29-point favorite. Gonzaga laying 30, 25, whatever they're laying. I'm not looking at that game. I'm not taking Gonzaga laying 29.5. I produce a bad team. I don't want to take 30 with a home dog, but can't do it. Can't do it. 12-4 to me, lost on the under. I say, yeah, Winnipeg got it done for us, the under here in the video. We'll take it. We'll take it, Ray. We'll find something again. I always take one. Yeah, exactly. 1.5 ones, I'm grabbing money lines. Same on the other side. What am I hoping my team moves by 1 point when I get 1.5? Or, they're getting 2.5. Let's hope they lose by 2. Just take a money line. Dogs, they're going to win outright when they're close like that. It's frustrating. They add up. I mean, just here in the last month. Tooch, hit the like button. Listen to the guy. He knows what he's talking about. Campbell versus Radford. What's it, 4? It was 3 yesterday. Yesterday afternoon, whatever it is. I got this right around 2-ish. You want to jump on the Camels? All right. This was a real, not a play for me. Didn't jump either way. My other set of numbers here says. Again, this is right at it. I mean, nothing at 4. Maybe I think Radford, but did not bet it. Rob did not bet it. Why do you like that game? Did you bet it? What? Because I could just say it doesn't match. Like for me, it's about matchups, my number, how the game's playing. Like, you as a bettor, what do you look at for the game? Like, what made that game jump out to you today? Wild definitely winning. They're not going to lose Winnipeg twice. Let's go head to head. Let's go. I got the Jets. Doubled up my bet Bridges first basket. Did it hit? Did it hit for you? Groovy? It won. There you go. Next question. Excellent. As I like to say. Boston U. Yeah, I think I'm on the other side of that Boston U game. Grab a little Holy Cross. Fits right into my numbers at 7.5. We'll take Holy Cross on 7.5. And Miami Louisville line, I kind of like Louisville. Again, this is a spot tie. Louisville's just been a hot mess all season long. And Miami, I think the Canes are a decent team. But it's a short line, kind of scary looking. Like, is it too easy to bet Miami? I'm just going to move on. I like a couple other games. I'm not going to just bet it because again, then we're like, well, okay, they should win, right? They're 2-point fave. They should win. Well, how many games should win at that number? And now if you're just picking that one, it goes down and you leave 2 others out. Say, Utah Valley is like a 1.5 or 2. Or what's another one we got here? Texas Tech. If you're picking and choosing spots, Now you're 0-1 instead of going 2-1, or you take all three, you go 0-3 instead of just having going 0-0 and not taking them, not losing a penny. So for me, Miami, it's just a cross-off play. Don't like the number. It's Louisville or nothing. If you're asking me if I was to bet it. Under 217, yes. I mean, I listen, that line, I don't want to lay any points with the Knicks. I mean, the Nets look absolutely pathetic, but under. We said the under in the Kings game the other night, and the Nets came out and rolled, looked pretty good there. But I would still say under here. Miami money line versus Louisville. Again, everybody's jumping in here on Miami. Everybody's here liking Gulf Coast. I gotta make a note. Making a note. Gulf Coast, Miami U in the chats. Parlay today, Georgia, yes. Illinois money line, okay. Wild, I'm against you. George Mason too. Again, here we go with a little Mace in your face. Kind of like a little St. Joe's there. 2.5. It looks a little low there with Mason. Utah Valley money line here. You got Mason at -2, but Utah Valley at money line. Why not? If you're laying a money line on 1.5, why not at 2? You got Texas Tech money line laying a 1. Why not Mason here? If you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, Raw? This is what I'm talking about. It's like you're picking money lines on -1s and not on the 2 where it's a. And yes, you'll hear people say you got to find the best number, and instead of laying 105, you're laying 115. Books, I mean, listen, the old days, it was nice. Flat 110s right across the board. It was easy peasy, lemon squeezy, as they say. Now, some spots are just flat out 112s, 115s. I mean, forget about 105 days. They're gone before I was even born, probably. This guy, Ray, won huge on Minnesota before All-Star game. Ray Reddington knows his ice, Groovy. Ray is good. I'm not, me and Ray go head-to-head last year. We did it for, I guess, like 2 months last year, and Ray got me pretty good there. But I'm off to a nice little start here for the new season. But I'm never going to, Ray comes in, knows his hockey, soccer. He's my soccer guy here. I said, let's grab a little soccer. Thoughts on Drake Evansville under the 128. What do I got on this total here? 128. I would lean under there just because, Evansville is a team that's, we see them lose by like 30 in some spots. So do I want to lay 15 with the Bulldogs? No. Can I see this being like a 60-46 type game? Yes. I don't think Drake's going to put up 70 plus to really push that total up to the, 120, might as well just say 130. So is Drake going to score 70? Possibly. But is Evansville going to get into the near 60? I'm going to say no to that, especially on the road. Air Force Boise under 121. I'd say yes to that. I'm not even going to look at my number. I'm just going to say yes. It was 1.8. I'm looking right now. It was 118.5 last night. So it has gone up. That's fine. We like the under. Cal Baptist Grand Canyon. I kind of like a little Cal Baptist here. Right. Mason versus St. Joe's. No, it's the 2. Here we go again with these numbers. The 2. I like Joe's. I think Mason should be favored by a little more, much like the Notre Dame game. I think the line should be a little higher, and it's come down. Big X, what do you say? Auburn first half and the over against Vandy. KG, what are they in the first half here? Probably like 8, 9, 7? What's the number? Auburn's good for a big breakout. Can we trust the Rockets tonight? Against the Suns, 15.5. I mean, 9-1 last 10 for Phoenix, 1-9 last 10 for Houston, 2-8. I mean, again, with the NBA, folks, we've seen these double-digit. We've seen them come on out right the other day, some of these teams. And again, the Thunder is a team I kind of like as an ugly underdog, right? We've taken the Thunder a few times on here, quite a few times. I think we've been taking the Rockets. But I don't know. Just it's All-Star break coming up. Maybe you got guys checking out a little early. I don't want to take 15 on a bad team. Binghamton and Albany, the Great Danes of Albany. I kind of like Albany a little bit here. I know the line is Binghamton as a little fave, but I would lean on Albany. Did not bet it. Vermont, New Hampshire. I grabbed New Hampshire last night at 8.5. I like New Hampshire better. Keeping it classy, like you know how we do, fella. Got Fairfield covered home versus Manhattan, or is Manhattan going to cover? I like the dog there. The line's come down. I should have grabbed it last night when it was 5.5 and a 6 out there. Last I checked, I think this was I saw some 4. Well, it's up to 5. I saw some 4.5s earlier, so. But I like the dog. Mike comes in, starts cursing. Really, fella? You got to drop the F-bombs in here? Could we spell it with a PH? 2-team parlay unders. Under Air Force, under Fresno. Yes. I was looking at Loshi against Valpo. Yeah, I almost played Valpo today. As you know, I'm on a nice little college hoop show, right? We're having a nice little college basketball on like 60, probably around like 57, 58% this month. This is Saturday, 67% of college basketball. And we're hitting some good games. You know, it's not like we're taking huge shaves. I'm talking plus 14. Let's look at some of the numbers here we cash with. Plus 12.5, plus 9.5, plus 6.5, plus 7.5, plus 8, plus 13.5, plus 11.5, plus 11.5, plus 8.5. Plus 12.5 winner, plus 13 winner, plus 7. Here's a rare fave, K-State minus 3, plus 16.5 winner, plus 11.5 winner, plus 9 winner, plus 8.5 winner, plus 7 winner. I mean, and the losses, what do we got here? Plus 3, minus 4.5, plus 7, plus 3. Plus 12, minus 3.5. You know, I've said this before, Tate. It is February. It is mid-February. Dog time and conference play. It looks easy to take faves, 10-point faves on the road. No, absolutely not. Manhattan Fairfield over 134. I kind of like the under. It was 136.5. I like the under because I just have more of a, 133. So, but now it's at 134. I might, 136 I'm looking under. 134, it might be a no play. I might have to go over. I might have to look for a little middle off my number. But I didn't bet it. Richie P. Probably over. You know what? My number's a little higher. So I'm going to say over that. Georgia Tech, our bunch of bums getting crushed last night by NC State. NC State. Well, why'd you bet them? Don't bet on a bunch of bums. How about the Celtics last night? Well, he hit 25 3-pointers. Who had that game? Who had them hitting 25 3-pointers? Who had that problem? Seattle and Rio. Seattle's a pretty decent team here. What do we got here for this line? Her name is Rio, and she dances on the sand. 6.5 last night. Has not moved. I got this at like a 7. But again, do I like laying 7 on the road? No. I'm actually kind of shocked. I want to look at my numbers here and why I didn't take Rio at the 7. I guess they didn't really line up in my strength numbers here. The Valpo game's got a big question mark next to it. Like thinking about it. Same with Central Arkansas. I thought about taking Central Arkansas, but line it's a little bit not in my parameters, as they say. Why can't I find Rio? Here we go. Yeah, question mark next to Rio. It's 6.5. It's almost there. It almost fits to play on the dog, but did not play it. Heat, Providence, Charlotte under. Well, the Providence game, we said Reynolds and here looked a little fishy. Like people are going to come in and bet on Providence getting the points from Villanova. I'm like 4.5 kind of looked, or right? They played Villanova or UConn. I don't remember who they played. This looked kind of high based on the record and stuff like that. And the Miami, the chat liked Miami at home. I think I would. What are you going to do? The Mavs, they trade Porzingis, but Luka, maybe it's better for him. He's getting a little better in playing shape, I guess. Gulf Coast about to be public play. Oh, people like him in the chat here. Utah Valley and Tarleton. This is right on my number here. If I'm leaning anywhere, it would be with the home dog. But, I have, Utah as a 1-point fave. So it's 2.5. So I'm getting, a point value with the dog. So it's just a no play. Lock of the day, Wild in regulation. And Hurricanes over 6 from our guy, Ray. Central Arkansas, Bellarmine. I just mentioned this one. I have the Central Arkansas almost fit into my dog play here, so I'm with you on Central Arkansas. T-Wolves and the Raptors. I'll take Minnesota at home. I know Toronto's been playing really well lately, but I will take the Wolves there. Groovy's taking your hockey and my Army pick. Hopefully it wins. And if it loses, hopefully it's that soccer play goes down. So he doesn't take it out on us. Celtics money line and under parlay. Cal Baptist. Celtics money line. All right, so this got to be a parlay, like 12.5. Cal Baptist, I kind of like there. Under Notre Dame spread. Now, this is what I don't. Daryl, are your Notre Dame spread, Tennessee, East Tennessee, are these all in a parlay? Or are these just straight bets? I guess because it says Celtics and under parlay. I guess those are just straight parlays, those two. So Notre Dame going to lay the 9. East Tennessee. Who's East Tennessee? I got to find it. We'll move on for that. That's all right. Here we go. East Tennessee, huh? Small dog there to Mercer. Panthers on the ice. Jets, Flames, Georgia plus the number. Seattle versus spread. Seattle's good. Just that Rio, it's close enough where I might want to, the dog be an interest to me. Stephen F. Austin. Where's Stephen F. Austin? 20 points. Oh, my God. G. Webb under. All right. I'm not going to lay 20 or 18, whatever it is. Listen, do I think Stephen F. Austin should win by 20? Yeah. Do I like laying 18? No. Seattle, I like the other way. Georgia, I like the points. On the ice, I like the Flames. Let's see, minus 200. Definitely not laying $2. Jets, I like the Jets. That's fine. Carolina. If I'm doing Carolina, I'm just going to go puck line. And Gardner Weeb under the 134. I like the over in that game. GW Duquesne. Money line. G-dubs. It could be a good payout. I'm not going to say no to taking a little money line there. Stay over from the low shy game, he says. Again, I don't like laying double digits on the road. Under Minnesota Wild against the Jets. Big facts, let's go with it. I want an under because I got Winnipeg, and it's hopefully home team wins in a shootout or something. Wolves over to 230 versus the Raptors. I'll say okay to that. Toronto's playing well. Minnesota had been scoring a bunch of points. Spurs under, I can get behind that. Rockets over, they're terrible. I get it. Nuggets under, yes, I'm always an under Nugget guy. And the Jazz over. Who's the Jazz got? Lakers. I'll go over that, right? Are we gonna get the AD and LeBron show? They're gonna suit up today? I'll go over that. Seth Curry over points in a parlay. Seth Curry's on the Nets, he says. Holy Cross and the under. Holy Cross and UMBC. See, I read that real fast. I see the UM. My mind's playing tricks on me. Yeah, I do like Holy Cross and Maryland, Baltimore County. What do we got there with the UMBC? Who they against? Stony? I'll take a little NBC with you. Stony is a team I think I do like Stony, but when I see them getting points, even just a bucket, I'll lean the home team with you. Already bet Holy Cross though. I bet Holy Cross at 7.5. Baylor versus Texas Tech. This Baylor team, I think Baylor's a really good team. I think Texas Tech's a really good team. This is a game I'm definitely not interested in. I can see either team winning. Baylor really needs something good. And Texas is tough, but I understand you want to take Baylor, right? They're in a – I'm pulling up the matchup here. Because for me, it was like, Off the Texas game, TCU on deck. Because I'm just high on – I do like Baylor a lot. How about an under in this game? How about an under? What's this? This line was what? 136? Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's just a no play on that one, Cam. I'm not betting it. It's number-wise. I got Texas Tech as the favorite here. So if I'm getting 2 and I think Texas Tech's 2-point better, I got a 4-point edge here in my favor with Texas Tech. Hall in Connecticut. Hall still got a guy out. I'm going to have to take Connecticut. Hall's missing one of their scoring guards. Wolves back-to-back. Yeah, that's why you kind of like the over there, though, right? Because they either got tired legs or they're going to start out good and fade, and the other team's going to score. So give me the over. World is on the Wild. More reason to like Winnipeg. Presby, the Blue Hose. Where's Upstate? Love the Blue Hose. That's a great name. Plus the 2. I got this. It's +1 here now, huh? So it's come down. Believe it or not, I got Upstate as a 3-point fave in this one. So maybe slight edge to the home team, but again, everything all considered with my numbers and my ratings and stuff like that, and just looking at it, it was just a no play. I'm just looking at it here in my other paper. It's just nothing that didn't really interest me. Straight bets and correlated parlays. Okay. Yeah, no, I figured out. The first ones are the parlays, and then I read them fast, Sal, so it's like I try to put them all together. Jake Portal doubled. Here we go. Player props from Darius. Fairfield. I like Manhattan. Big facts. Vegas Knights. Don't they got they got a big rookie making a debut today? Does he make his debut? Everybody's going to bet the Avalanche, right? Avalanche off a lost. Winning free picks has more value, the llama or the baseball cards? I'm going to say definitely the llama because they're limited print llamas as opposed to 1989 baseball cards. Maybe should I do some cards today? Maybe I'll do some cards tomorrow. I can't do cards tomorrow. My daughter's got a show. I got to go to maybe Friday. Friday we'll do baseball cards on Friday. Friday baseball cards. Nets, Knicks. I'm going to say under, and I got to take the Nets because I just can't. The Knicks shouldn't be favored. I'm not high on the Knicks. And maybe it's biased because I hated the Knicks since like John Stark days way back then. You know, I just I don't never liked the Knicks. I was a Sixer fan. Loved Charles Barkley, Hershey Hawkins. That was my team back in the day. And then the Nets. When it was like Kenny Anderson, Derek Coleman, I thought the Nets were going to be really good. They weren't. All right. Wrapping it up. Everybody have a good one. I will see you all tomorrow for a little midday money. And get ready for conference tournaments 2 weeks. I'll mention again tomorrow at the start of the show. But if you don't subscribe on my I have a Sean Higgs YouTube. Because I'm not going to be able to put all the conference preview shows up on Winner Free Picks. So I'll probably do some of that on my other channel. That's more like my personal channel. There's still videos on there and stuff like that. But just so you know, again, as I said, we have some things going on. Winner Free Picks and parlays, changes coming up. So whatever. We'll talk about it.